Welcome to the debate. We are examining an increasingly common strategic decision for London businesses. Really, how to select the optimal physical foundation for growth. Our source material presents a fundamental choice between two very distinct high-end service office models.
And it really is the classic London dilemma, isn't it? It's prestige versus, well, productivity, all distilled into real estate. We're contrasting the, unyielding traditional luxury of a Berkeley Street Mayfair address with the vibrant, adaptable, and sort of community-focused setup of the converted woolyard warehouses on Bermondsey Street, near London Bridge.
So the central strategic question we have to address is this. Which type of serviced office environment, the highly structured, uncompromisingly premium Mayfair location, or, on the other hand, the cost-effective, identity-driven Bermondsey space, which one offers the optimal foundation and, I think, the best long-term value for a modern, ambitious business?
And I'll be taking the position that the London Bridge offering provides superior operational value, much better capital efficiency, and the critical flexibility required for a modern corporate identity. It directly challenges frankly, the necessity of paying that Mayfair premium.
And I will argue for the inherent strategic superiority of the Berkeley Street offering. My position is that its established global prestige, its immediate tactical connectivity, and the security of its infrastructure, they fundamentally justify its higher price point as the necessary foundation for any sophisticated, high-status operation.
Okay. Let's lay out the strategic case for each then.
My stance, it really hinges on the strategic positioning of the Mayfair location. I mean, this space represents the pinnacle of professional infrastructure. The core thesis is that you're not just acquiring office space, you are acquiring a guarantee and a powerful signaling mechanism. The description emphasizes prime Mayfair, which that grants instant credibility, particularly with international clients. And critically, its connectivity is just unparalleled. A short walk to Green Park and only 10 minutes from both Bond Street and Oxford Circus, placing you at the absolute nexus of global commerce and transit efficiency.
Right. Immediate transit efficiency is undeniable. I'll give you that. But it comes at a significant cost, which we absolutely have to weigh against working capital.
Well, beyond location, the physical asset itself secures its value. This property has been, and this is key, extensively refurbished to Grade A specification. For anyone who's not familiar, that specification is crucial. It means superior structural guarantees, advanced system redundancy for power and IT, and minimal long-term operational risk. The environment is designed for pure, high-level corporate professionalism. It is completely unbranded, focusing instead on exceptional attention to detail in its design, creating a professional, relaxed, and stylish working environment. The comprehensive services, the concierge service, the manned reception, they're all engineered to ensure a seamless, high-status client experience. That premium is a strategic investment in minimizing risk and maximizing perception.
I come at it from such a different way. While Mayfair trades on reputation, Woolyard offers superior overall operational value and significantly greater adaptability. For modern businesses focused on, rapid growth and cultural distinctiveness, Bermondsey provides comparable professional function without the crushing overhead or let's be honest, the sterile conformity. Let's just start with capital allocation. At 745 PCM versus the Mayfair price of 850 PCM, that 105-pound difference, well, if you compound that across a 10-person team annually, it releases substantial capital. That saving can be deployed directly into marketing, R&D, or employee retention programs, offering a clear competitive advantage over their Mayfair counterparts. And we're not sacrificing service either. The Bermondsey location still provides core professional services like manned reception and an on-site concierge.
Okay, that's an interesting calculation, but focusing solely on the nominal difference really undervalues the strategic assets of Mayfair. I would argue that the 105-pound difference is negligible, perhaps entirely absorbed once you factor in the efficiency gains. I mean, think about the time saved by Mayfair's immediate proximity to major transit hubs that serve multiple tube lines. In London, where senior executive time is measured in hundreds of pounds per hour, time lost navigating the peripheral zone around London Bridge, or the incremental expense of cabs saved by being so central, that quickly neutralizes that monthly discount.
I'm just not convinced by that line of reasoning. You're assuming Mayfair is intrinsically more efficient for all key personnel. While Green Park is strategically important, yes, the Bermondsey office is situated only a 9-minute walk from London Bridge Underground and Rail Station, one of the largest transport interchanges in the entire city. It provides vital access for talent commuting from Zone 2 and 3 south of the river. And what's more, the area around Woolyard is teeming with amenities, eateries, coffees, bars and restaurants. This accessibility to lifestyle factors is often a greater determinant of employee satisfaction than, marginal savings in tube time for a handful of senior staff.
Yet you are still ignoring the core infrastructure value encapsulated by the Grade A office space specification in Mayfair. That's a measurable promise of quality, not just aesthetic finish, but structural assurance. This guarantees better acoustics, better light, a more robust power supply, and redundancy in HVAC systems. A converted warehouse, however beautifully executed it might be, it has inherent limitations regarding long-term structural integrity and maintenance costs that the Grade A designation simply eliminates. And that minimizes costly operational downtime, which can be far, far more expensive than any monthly rent premium.
Well, that assumes the modern features in Woolyard are somehow inferior in mitigating risk. I'd argue the features Woolyard highlights, things like contactless access, robust 24-hour access, and specifically VRF air cooling, are the crucial modern practicalities that truly address contemporary operational risk and employee welfare. VRF, or variable refrigerant flow, allows for individual energy-efficient temperature control across different zones. That's a huge benefit for employee comfort and energy consumption, something that many traditional centrally controlled Mayfair systems really struggle with. The Bermondsey offering is structurally and practically optimized for the way we work today.
That brings us neatly to the question of corporate signaling and identity. You celebrate the ability to brand your way in Bermondsey. I defend the Mayfair approach of being completely unbranded as the pinnacle of professionalism and discretion. This unbranded environment signals maturity. It tells a potential international client or investor that the business's focus is purely on quality and high-level service delivery, not on loud, distracting identity displays. Prestige here is established through subtle, consistent quality, not ostentatious signage.
See, I fundamentally disagree with framing Mayfair's conformity as the ultimate sign of status. For a large swath of the modern economy, especially in creative, tech, or specialized consulting fields, a distinct brand identity is the competitive edge in talent acquisition and market differentiation. Mayfair's completely unbranded mandate, while it might be fitting for hedge funds and law firms, it forces a conformity that stifles cultural expression. Woolyard explicitly invites identity expression through its unique aesthetic. It's described as truly an authentic piece of London's eclectic Bermondsey Street, and the freedom to add your own stamp. This provides an authentic cultural fit that actively attracts and retains modern, high-value talent who want to work in stimulating, unique spaces.
I see why you think that. I do. But I would argue that high-end clients often perceive that kind of overt, eclectic branding as a lack of serious corporate infrastructure. The prestige in Mayfair is established through the subtle quality of the interior design and the exceptional attention to detail. We're talking about luxury materials, flawless execution, and guaranteed uniformity across the floors. This subtle quality establishes prestige through superior design, which is perceived as a safer, more stable foundation than the potentially inconsistent nature of working across 3 uniquely converted warehouses: the gatehouse, the loft, the warehouse. Consistency matters when you're hosting major clients.
Consistency in architecture is traded for dynamism in community, and the conversation around environment must also include the full internal team experience. So let's pivot to the structural difference in amenities. You emphasize Mayfair's structured, high-service environment, which relies heavily on centralized, shared facilities, fully furnished, fitted with IT and telephony, and luxury breakout areas. The meeting rooms are hired by the hour, half-day, or full day. This guarantees a premium, hassle-free service delivery focused heavily on external client impression and managing visitors.
Precisely. That centralized, flexible system is an efficiency play and a quality assurance mechanism.
Why invest capital and management time into maintaining your own kitchen and high-spec meeting room when you have access to centrally managed, demonstrably superior facilities? It's the very definition of flexible, premium outsourcing of office management risk. That efficiency allows the business to focus solely on its core product.
That's a clever way to reframe reliance on shared space, but that outsourcing often means sacrificing internal autonomy and team cohesion. I'd counter that the Bermondsey offering provides a deeper, more integrated internal experience for the employees. Woolyard is described as a fully managed workspace where the spaces come fully fitted with your own meeting space, kitchen, and break areas. This is a critical distinction. It means the business unit has private control over its internal collaboration zones, its own kitchen culture, and its own dedicated meeting rooms, which can, crucially, be branded and customized without paying hourly fees.
Are you seriously suggesting that a private kitchen is a greater strategic asset than immediate proximity to the economic heart of London and access to world-class shared luxury amenities that you don't even have to manage?
For long-term talent retention and internal culture, yes. Furthermore, the environment itself is designed to foster professional interaction. Woolyard is centered around a private central courtyard, which fosters a thriving community of business people. This isn't just a physical feature, it's a networking accelerator. In a creative or scale-up phase, the serendipitous interaction with other businesses in that community can generate valuable partnerships, leads, or talent. Mayfair sells discretion and luxury. Bermondsey sells community engagement and growth opportunities.
I acknowledge the value of networking, of course, but the Mayfair environment is not devoid of community. It is simply community built on a foundation of established hierarchy and discretion. High-value transactions often require minimal noise and maximum focus. And regarding the internal facilities, while Woolyard provides its own fitted spaces, Mayfair provides superior, luxury breakout areas maintained by dedicated staff. The operational quality of those shared amenities is arguably far higher than what any single tenant could maintain internally. You're paying for guaranteed perfection in the client-facing environment.
The Mayfair model forces reliance on booking systems and shared availability for critical resources, which can introduce scheduling friction. The Woolyard model ensures 24/7 autonomous access to your own fully fitted internal infrastructure, backed up by the 24-hour access and security features we already discussed. Look, the Mayfair proposition is about showcasing wealth to the outside world. The Bermondsey proposition is about investing capital back into a comfortable, flexible, and culturally stimulating internal working environment.
So we've rigorously examined the structural and cultural differences between these two high-end foundations. My position remains that for businesses prioritizing strategic advantage, established global credibility, and the security of guaranteed grade A infrastructure and service uniformity, the Berkeley Street option, despite its higher overhead, is the superior, uncompromising choice for sophisticated operation. The prestige of that address is an unpurchasable, intangible asset in any negotiation.
And I conclude that the Bermondsey offering successfully challenges the necessity of that premium. It provides highly competitive functionality, manned reception, excellent transport access via London Bridge, and modern technical specifications like VRF cooling, while delivering significant capital efficiency at 745 PCM. And crucially, it offers the ability to build a genuine corporate identity and participate in a thriving community experience within these converted warehouses, making it the better choice for businesses prioritizing cultural fit and capital flexibility.
Well, it's clear from our material that the definition of prime office space in London is no longer monolithic. It's become segmented based on the specific strategic needs of the business.
Absolutely. Businesses are now explicitly forced to weigh the intrinsic, established value of traditional prestige and operational consistency against the competitive advantages offered by significant operational cost savings and, well, the ability to customize and express a unique workspace identity.
The optimal path to success, as this material demonstrates, depends entirely on which axis, prestige and strategic infrastructure or flexibility and cost efficiency, an organization must prioritize to attract its talent and secure its clients. There is certainly more to explore in how these localized cultures affect long-term industry-specific scaling.
Indeed. Thank you for the exchange.